That's the biggest difference to me. I keep talking about the future, whereas in the past, when I wasn't feeling so great, it was a lot more about the past and where I was at the time, as opposed to now, where it's what I'm doing today, all of the exciting things that we're going to do as a family going forward. My name's Joe Donovan, and I've been working with Alistair over the last few months on some challenges that I've faced in life, and it's been a really rewarding process to do that. When I first started working with Alistair, I think it's fair to say that I was at crisis point. We, just as everybody does, had been thrown some pretty bad cards in life. Unfortunately, losing our daughter to a really rare kidney disease. I was quite stressed, anxious, and had learned some pretty bad coping mechanisms to kind of deal with that and to get on a daily basis. The difference between now and when I first met Alistair is night and day. With his help, I've been able to process a lot of raw emotion in a way that is empowering. I feel a lot calmer, I feel a lot more considered, and I feel very hopeful about the future. I think the biggest difference for me in where I'm at now compared to where I was is that I'm kinder to myself. I don't remunerate on negative things as much as I used to. And that's had some pretty big effects on my life, both professionally and at home. We have in our home a lot more of a collaborative discussion point now around mental health and how we're all feeling, as opposed to before, where it just felt like we couldn't really, and I say we, but most notably me, move forward in a constructive way. So absolutely things are improved, and things certainly feel more positive when I look towards the future. That's the biggest difference to me. I keep talking about the future, whereas in the past, when I wasn't feeling so great or was feeling worse, it was a lot more about the past and where I was at the time, as opposed to now, where it's what I'm doing today, all of the exciting things that we're going to do as a family going forward. Working with Alistair is unlike any other form of, and I'm going to say therapy, but I use the term loosely. The biggest difference for me is how Alistair guides you to where you need to get to. So it empowers you to do it yourself, and it's a lot more focused on the positive, as opposed to perhaps spending time with things that might be unsettling. So you still tackle some really difficult subjects, but in a way that doesn't feel difficult. I never feel like I'm being judged, and that's not to say that other therapists or other ways of tackling mental health issues do that, but I never leave the call or leave the session feeling or questioning what's been said. I feel everything's said in a way that makes you feel comfortable. Alistair's incredibly approachable and trustworthy, and I always feel like I'm in a safe pair of hands. The only other thing I would like to say is a massive thank you. It's made a huge difference to my life. Subsequently, it's made a huge difference to my family's life, and I'm very grateful.